What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Dead Can Dance and their 1990 album Aion. Thank you again to Vera, and also to Amber, who made available their first 3 albums. She just sent me an email about that. So, yes, I'm looking forward to everything from these guys, but beyond this album, we will have many more chapters in the larger voyage. But yes, the next tune in Aion, or on Aion, is Wilderness, which of course is an area that is untamed. It is beyond the civilized, beyond the known, and thus there is more danger there, or at the very least more mystery, more uncertainty. And the boundary or barrier between the known and the unknown, between civilization and wilderness, is not always clear cut. And there are interesting encounters and experiences that are to be had on that border, even if one is not intentionally trying to survey it. So yes, I do wonder if there's going to be a narrative here, or if this is more a feeling, the idea or the sonic atmosphere of being in the wilderness, of being in the unknown and the potentially dangerous, but also maybe the profound or the uplifting or the transgressive. So yes, I do wonder whether this is a proper story or whether it's more of a mood piece, and if the lyrics, if there are any beyond vocals, whether they will be in English. So I will do my best to figure out the answer to, or to discern the answer to, as many of those questions as I can. Let's give this a listen. It's Dead Can Dance, and the tune is Wilderness from Aion, 1990. That it? That is it. So, yeah, about a minute and a half. Shorter than I expected, but like very immersive and evocative in that short duration. Okay, so we obviously have Lisa's voice being, I think, quadrupled in a very polyphonic way, meaning different pitch levels, different timings, I think maybe even slightly different melodic sequences. And while some of them are layered on top of each other in a way that is very sonically consonant, there's a couple moments where it feels a bit dissonant or a bit unsettling, which I imagine was absolutely the point here, or certainly one of the ways to express the wilderness, which again can be exotic, it can be transfixing, but of course it is ultimately an unknown and thus can be dangerous, maybe even lethal. So yeah, I enjoy the polyphony. It's very medieval. This is very like Middle Ages music, which again, I sort of had a sense of that going into this, and we've heard a couple already that are in that vein. This felt maybe the most like that of any of them. And again, I just keep going back to that history of Western music class that I took now something like 20 years ago. But yes, you know, the first several weeks of that course after the initial flourish, which was like, you know, the limited bit of music that we have, and maybe, you know, we're not even exactly sure how it sounded, but from, you know, ancient Greece and so on, we spent a large bulk of the class going through medieval sacred music and also secular music, which was almost entirely about sacred themes. So this feels like it could be an actual piece from that time. Obviously, again, if it's polyphony, that means it's like past a certain point. But yeah, I think it's very beautiful. I enjoy Lisa's voice, the way it's rendered, though again, there's a couple moments where it's a bit unsettling and a bit dissonant. So yes, it is a sophisticated listen vocally, but yeah, as far as I could tell, there wasn't really any notable instrumental accompaniment. It felt like a vocal piece exclusively. And yes, I don't think that was English, so if that was English, it was well disguised in the polyphony, but I'm assuming that was Latin or maybe just a language unto its own. But yes, a very beautiful piece, one that would not be out of place in, the 12th century, the 13th century, something like that. So yes, I am very much enjoying this album, and I'm also, of course, looking forward to other chapters in this journey, which I realize not everything may have this, centuries or even a millennia ago sound. But yes, I am here for all that Dead Can Dance will bring. Do let me know what you think. Because this one was so short, I'll try to come back a little bit quicker for the next one. So yeah, maybe in a couple weeks or something like that, 2 to 3 weeks. So I will try to keep this going. And as I said, there's more chapters ahead. So in any case, let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Peace.